Oh my goodness, I am so excited. I just finished a seminar on how to invest in the stock market at the Body Church, and I feel so empowered. The language that I used to hear on the news that I didn't understand, I totally understand it tonight. I feel like I can go out and do what I need to do to invest for my children's future, for my retirement. I've learned so much, the terminology, I am no longer afraid. And I know the resources to go to. This was well worth it. It was priceless, and there's no way I could have ever paid for such a seminar.
Chiropractic health. We've talked about wellness. We've talked about massage therapy. We've talked about so many things, and we've talked about leadership. You name it. We have a workshop for that, and tonight's workshop is on investment. And I will say that you're going to get a lot out of this workshop. Pastor Donnell, he's going to give you some very, very helpful, very, very practical, basic starter investment information. And then, of course, there's more and more and more that could be talked about. But this first session is just kind of a basic, get you going, get you acclimated to investing. And then if you want more, we can talk to you about more information, more even step-by-step, help you hold your hand, guide you so you can actually get some stock set up and pulled down and all that investment stuff going on. But I must say, I knew a little bit about investment before we got married.
Snapchat went public. It was, oh God, I buy Snapchat, I buy Snapchat, I buy. They were snapping at Snapchat. I know people who never invest before. Who were like, guess what? I bought Snapchat. They were excited. It's like, oh gosh, here we go. The people who owned Snapchat on the primary market made money off of the people who bought Snapchat on the secondary market. And then those who bought it on the secondary market lost money. Because the 40% jump or the 50% jump or whatever it is that they put on the headlines is the jump between primary and secondary, not between when you buy it in secondary and you meet in secondary. Very few times have stocks in the secondary market on an IPO actually been a big jump. LinkedIn, on the secondary market, it started off at like $50 something. It hit like $100 and something by lunchtime. That was a success on the secondary market as an IPO. Facebook started at $40 something. It hit like $100 something, but months later, or a curve of a stock value. You see how it goes up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down? Right. They have been able to calculate support and resistance for certain periods of time. In other words, they have been able to look at this curve going up and down, and they've been able to find like a bracket and say this stock tends to trade between support, this lowest value, and resistance, this highest value. Every time it gets to if you want to do that, go for it. I still like my online stuff. Go on my computer and clickety click. I'm telling you straight up. Basic things you will need. You will need your employer name and address. They want to know what your job is. You need to be able to put down what your salary is, because they don't expect somebody who makes $25,000 a year to deposit 500 grand in their investment account randomly. That will put on a red flag. And how many people know red flags mean somebody's coming after you? There's going to be a dark colored Jeep with dark tint outside of your house. If you make $20,000 a year and you put $500,000 in your, you just go to here. You better look at that window. This is this ain't no graduation. That ain't no limo. They will take you for a ride, but that ain't no limo. Those guys in those suits, they ain't no limo drivers. That's a buying opportunity, because it should not be that low. It's bad news has it low. Rumors have it low. Headlines have it low. Not their fundamentals. As long as it's not their fundamentals, you can buy. That makes sense? So we've done that many times. I'll be like, Pass Angel, check this out. Well, I don't call it Pass Angel. Angel, check this out. Bad news in this stock. This thing just plummet. It's like, buy. I'm buying too, I'm buying too. Good. Click, 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 buy, buy, buy. Why? Because as long as it's not the company itself that's screwing up. If the company itself screwing up, bye-bye to your money. However, if it's just bad news, some kind of emotional thing, for example, United. So they drag the man through the hall of the plane. The stock is probably going to go down for a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? As long as they're selling tickets, as long as the bottom line doing well, when that stock dips, buy, 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 buy. Because, you know, in 2-3 weeks, somebody, an American, is going to do something stupid and we're going to forget about that guy and it's going to go back up and you're going to get paid. Now, if it affects ticket sales and stuff, then no, it affects your money. But as long as it's just hype and emotion, I can't believe they did this to me. Cool, that's it. I can't believe it either. Stock market right now. Those wicked people, that's right. Should never do that. I can't believe this. The unfriendly skies.
I just got done doing the investment seminar. I'm very excited about the future, about doing investments now. It was very informative and I feel like I'm able to go out there and eager to start doing some investments in mutual funds and etc. Thank you, Pastor Duncan and Pastor Angel. By your nickname, you know, King Messiah and all them big names. She told me that life was gonna cause pain. Just get on your face and call out his name. See, I can't lie, I love the world, man, but I just feel that it's time to change. See, my walk ain't your walk, my talk ain't your talk, my slang ain't your slang, but it's all the same. My bills, my deals, but still we gotta praise him. My problem ain't your problem. I know he can solve them. Jesus is who I call on. So guess what? We gotta praise him. My gas bill due, my light bill due, Verizon bill due. Man, y'all know how they do. Forget about what they do. See, I'ma stay focused on what he do. Well, I thank you for the phone that I talk on.